Hi everyone, I'm Ross Bendik, and a little over 4 years ago, I launched the Foundation for Wrestling Art and Innovation. We are a nonprofit that provides creative support across the wrestling community, from youth club teams to senior level RTCs, to help strengthen brands, generate more engagement, bring in more revenue so that we can help the athletes in those organizations achieve their goals on and off the mat. And as we were thinking about what we want to do this year to further the foundation's mission, we really wanted to do something that would highlight the best of design and style in the wrestling community. So we decided to launch the inaugural Wrestling's Aesthetic Awards, which we call Wrestling's Other AAs. And since we're just a small nonprofit, in year one, we wanted to keep the scope pretty tight. It's just Division I men's wrestling and 4 categories: best singlet lineup, best dress coaching staff, best social content, and best overall program aesthetics. And as a background of the process, to get to the programs we're about to award, we started with an open nomination period. Anyone could have gone out to the foundation website and nominated a D1 program for any of the categories. We then took all those nominations as a selection panel and generated a group of semi-finalists, and we then opened up a fan vote. So in early March, for about 10 days, we had a fan vote open, and big thanks to everyone who participated. I think we had nearly 4,000 individual ballots and almost 7,000 unique votes across the category, so well exceeded our expectations for the engagement around the vote, so thank you. And then we moved to a selection panel. So the fan vote results counted as one set of first, second, third place votes. And then we had 6 members in our selection panel. So the 3 board members on the foundation, that's myself, Jim Dutrow, who you may know from Wrestling Show Today in May, and Dr. Joe Smith, who is the current coach of the University of Tennessee club wrestling team, and then 3 experts. So we had Cliff Fretwell from Compound Sportswear, who, full disclosure, is my favorite designer in the wrestling community, then Justin Hawk, who I was able to meet a few years ago in some think tanks the foundation hosted, and he has the great Fire Inside photography series. And then Reese Humphrey, who has been creating great content as long as I've been on social media, in quite the range, from content around winning a master's level medal to maybe he's dropping a new song. So that's our selection panel. And now, with the preamble out of the way, we can move on to the awards. So the first category is best singlet lineup, and that's lineup. So sorry, Iowa and my alma mater, Penn State, it's a full lineup. And in the fan vote, we had Virginia Tech jump out to an early lead and really maintain that lead throughout the fan vote. So they got the first place vote from the fan vote. When it went into the selection panel, coming into tallying the last vote, there was just a 2-point separation between North Carolina, Virginia Tech, and Army West Point. And the award goes to Virginia Tech. Congratulations, Hokies. Now, in the next category, best dress coaching staff. So when we identified this award, I thought it would go to the coaching staff that suited up the best mat side. But through the whole process, I learned there's a lot of appreciation for the coach's shoe game and a lot of appreciation for Coach Doug Schwab's Snuggie game. On a fan vote perspective, we saw Penn jump out to an early lead, and then Northwestern really take control over the last 48 hours. So Northwestern got the number 1 vote from the fan vote. When it went to the selection panel, this was the biggest separation between first place and second place, with the winner being Northwestern. Congratulations. Happy to see that the award will stay here close in Chicagoland. Now, the third category, best social content. So this was really tough to get down to just 8 for social content, because there are so many programs pumping out such good social content that it was tough to get to 8. And, when I think social content, my biased opinion thinks a lot about graphic design side of it, but I'll say there was a lot of love shared for the videographers across these programs, especially tons of positive feedback around Oklahoma State and Virginia Tech. And from a fan vote perspective, Purdue jumped out to an early lead with Virginia Tech, and you and I are right behind with Virginia Tech ultimately winning the fan vote. Hokie Nation really shows up to vote. So Virginia Tech got the first place fan vote in this category. And this also, from a selection panel standpoint, had the biggest range of voting, with only one team getting more than one first place vote. And the winner is you and I. Congratulations, Panther Train. And then our last category is Best Program Aesthetics. So there were 6 semifinalists. All 6 were deserving. I mean, you have Iowa with their minimalist, gritty Iowa-style aesthetic, really across all aspects of the program. You have Illinois with the Hail of the Orange aesthetic, and then one of my favorites, Wyoming, that I think does a great job, really feeling like West cowboy in everything they push out. So this was a tight one from a fan vote perspective. It was Cowboy 1 and 2, with Oklahoma State just edging out Wyoming in the fan vote to get the one fan vote in the selection panel. And then the ultimate winner is Oklahoma State. Congratulations, Oklahoma State. So with that, those are our awards. Congratulations to our winners. Big thanks to the selection panel for working throughout this to identify our award winners. And then again, everyone who participated in the fan vote. We had a lot of fun doing this. Definitely something we want to replicate next year. And then small plug for the foundation. If you want to collaborate with us or support us, there is a link on our webpage where you can fill out a form. If you have an idea you want to collaborate with us on, fill out the form. If you want to support us, you can donate directly to the foundation. We're a 501c3 organization, so it's tax deductible, or you can buy something in our studio shop. All the proceeds from those sales go directly into our operating budget. Again, congratulations to the winners. Thanks for everyone who participated, and we look forward to year 2 of the awards. Thank you.